Hi, this is Dr. Massey. I'm going to teach you how to clean a Phonak behind the ear hearing aid. We already did the Oticon. I'm going to pull one of these wipes out of my Audiologist Choice canister here. They ought to be paying me some money for as much time as I throw their name out here. They also have Audiologist Choice spray that you can spray on an eyeglass wipe, similar to what you use to clean your eyeglasses, and wipe off the hearing aid with it if you don't want to be, if you want to be a little more economic about your cleaning supplies. The wipes are a bit easier, but they're definitely a little more expensive. So here we have the Phonak hearing aid. This is a Phonak trial hearing aid. It's got the dome on there and the retention line, and sits behind your ear. You might have seen one of these. The first thing that I like to do is peel off the dome like so, and try to make sure you don't displace the receiver wire. I mean the retention line. The retention line comes off. I like to hold the receiver on the side when I'm changing my domes so that I don't move the retention line. First thing I'm going to do is take my wipe here and wipe off the hearing aid in its entirety. So we're cleaning off all the different parts of it and nooks and crannies. Try not to put too much tension on the speaker wire. So this is pretty similar to the Oticon video. There's just a couple of differences here. So we're wiping off the whole thing. It's nice and clean. There's no debris on there. This one was not particularly dirty to begin with. There's also a tool you can use. So you've got a little brush tool. You might also have a tool like this that came with your Phonak. You see that there's a metal kind of loop on there. And the Phonak has microphones on the side, which are these little tiny holes right here. So you can actually take this tool and get in there and get some debris out. Some of the tools fit better than others. If you don't want to go digging in the mics, you're not comfortable with it, then you might want to take the brush and just brush off your microphones. You can also take a soft, unused toothbrush and brush off the whole thing. So brush off the mics and try to get any kind of residual debris off of there. Brush off the hearing aid. Some of my patients even like to brush the dome. I would just change the dome. You can put the dome in the sanitary wipe and kind of try to squeeze out everything and get all the wax and debris out. If you make a lot of wax, your dome is kind of cruddy, you might just want to change it. Once you've done that, you've gotten all the debris off of the hearing aid and you've brushed your microphones, you're going to have to change the wax guard, especially if you make a lot of wax. The wax filter is that little white piece right there. Phonak has two ways to change the wax filter. You've got these discs that everybody hated, and then you've got the old school Cirrus stops, which are just a stick that you pull out. So these are much easier than the disc, especially if your vision is bad. You really have to line up the disc straight. I'm going to show you how to do that also. When you use the stick, you're going to take it out like so. The new filter is the bottom piece, so it's that white filter right there, and then you're going to pull out the old one with the top of the stick. The way you do this, you want to hold the retention line so that you're not knocking you want to hold the receiver so that you're not knocking the retention line off. You're going to put the empty side of this directly into that hole. So you're going straight into the receiver. You don't have to twist it or screw it. Everyone thinks they're unscrewing a screw. You're going to go straight in and pop it out, just like that. Now your new one is on the bottom, so you're going to rotate it around and then push the new one directly in, pull it out, and here's your old one on the top, and the new one is back in there. So you've done it. Another way you could change the line. So once you've done that, your hearing aid's clean. You're going to pop it in the dry box. If you have a dryer like the ones we sell here, it works in 40 minutes. If you get a fancier dryer that might cost $300 or $400, it'll work even faster. If you have a dryer where it has to sit in there all night, or if you put your whole charging case in the dryer, it's going to take a little longer to dry it out. So for some folks who have a rechargeable hearing aid, I think it's more practical to use the type where you drop them in there for 40 minutes. They do make a new type of dryer where you put your whole charger in there, let it sit all night, and dries out the whole thing. So that's the cleaning video. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any comments, just pop them in the comment box if you have any questions, or you can shoot me a message. Salute.